I'm from San Antonio, Texas, on the southeast side. That's pretty much where I grew up. I stayed around the same area from the time I was about 5 to right now. I still live there. So I have an uncle who went here back in the 80s, and he was on the basketball team as well. And I had a basketball tournament here in Seguin when I was in about 10th grade, and we just came through and stopped by the campus, and I always liked it. And after that, when I was a senior in high school, I was applying to schools. I came here for a visit, and I just felt at home.
Okay.
I went and visited U of H and then just other schools that I had been to, and this was the only place that I really just felt comfortable. The coach wanted to meet with me the next morning, and so like all throughout the time from when we started school all the way to October, basically, I just kept working out and stuff like that and doing other things. And I spoke with him the next day after the young man quit, and he invited me to be a part of the team. He told me that he figured something like that would happen, but he wanted to do right by the players he recruited and give them the spot like he told them that they'd have, but that it worked out for me, and if he'd love to have me on the team if I would like to be, and so it worked out for me. It's a great school. My favorite thing is probably the fact that it's a smaller campus as far as students go, so you can be closer with the teachers and the professors, and it's really helpful for me because some of the classes I've taken pretty difficult, but the teachers, they work with you, and as far as being an athlete as well, they know that you have to be gone for road trips and stuff like that, but they work with you, help you get the notes and everything like that. I'm a kinesiology major, and I specialize in exercise science and sports and fitness management, and I'd like to go to medical school afterwards. And right now I have a 3.45. It slipped down a little bit after last semester, but it's still up there pretty well. One of the ones that we had, we went to I believe it's the women's battered shelter. We went and like played with the kids some because they live there with their kids and the parents and the kids, and they kind of just had us go around the city of Seguin and like put out flyers so that we could kind of like advertise for it, like if there was people that needed something like that. And so that was one of the ones that we did. And then another thing that we did was we went to a church that has like a garden for the it's kind of like a labyrinth, that's what they called it. And it's like you're supposed to go there and like work your way through the labyrinth, and it like symbolizes like you trying to find your way in life. Well, we went through and like kind of cleaned it up and made it look a little bit more nice. It's been great. Like I'm glad that we still have a lot of the players here from last year that I have good relationships with, but then we also brought in a good amount of people, and I feel like throughout all of my life, the teams that I've been a part of, which I've been playing basketball since I was about 7, all the teams I've been a part of, this is probably my favorite team because everybody just gets along well. And I think it pays off because when we're working out, we push each other very hard and we expect a lot from each other, but at the same time we can enjoy it and have a good time, and it shows on the court when we go to our games.
Right.
And it feels good to be at the top. I think it's important for us to not get complacent because everybody's going to be looking to beat us now, but it's something that everybody wants to be there. And I think that if we just stick to it, we'll stay there for the rest of the season. As much as I love it here, I've been going to school constantly, like obviously because I came straight out of high school, and then I've taken summer classes, and I took summer classes when I was in high school. And so I'm just looking forward to a break somewhat, but I'm going to miss it. Like I'm going to miss being here. But luckily I live in San Antonio, and so I don't know about other players that have played here, but it gives me the opportunity to come back and see the guys often because I live 30 minutes away, so I can just come back pretty much any day, watch them work out, encourage them to push through, and then be able to also give them advice about school and everything.